first thing we're going to do is we put some floral foam already in the bottom. I glued that in, got it ready. Now I'm going to start to kind of create where I want everything. I think I want Bunny kind of off to this side. So I could put her in first and start filling up and working around her. So I'm going to dip her little feet in the glue skillet, and we'll just pop her right in onto the foam. Another way we can do it is we could put some dowels into her feet too for a little extra support. Just like a little more beef it upper. And these are shish kebab skewers. Now be careful because you can break off her feet if you're not careful. So I'm just going to put a couple of little pieces in there too. And that way it'll go a little deeper into the foam. There's one. Let's do one more. I'm going to press that more into her heel. And then it went into her body. So I don't break those feet off, okay? So I'm going to trim that off. I got 2 little feet. Oh, we need that little stick maybe for something later. So I'm going to put her in at a little bit of an angle. And I think on this side. I'm working on the right side with her. Okay? So let's just dip her in. And it's okay if you get a lot of glue. No problem. A little bit angled. We're going to pop her in right here to the side. Alright, and so she's sitting in there. She's ready to rock and roll. Good to go. Cute little ears are there going. Now, I'm going to go ahead and get some of the greenery to use it to space, you know, make this very dramatic. We want to make this boho feeling, so we're going to take this greenery and use it very wispy. This is a phoenix tail fern, and I can take and tear these pieces off really easily from the main stem, and then I'm going to cut them into smaller pieces. And we're going to start to shape out the base. So I'm going to show you shaping out the base, or we call it setting the perimeter in design school. So you kind of start to separate your greenery and get it all into smaller pieces. I might want to leave one a little tall up by her body. So let's leave this one for a second. So when you set the perimeter, you're going to set that with your long, wispiest pieces of greenery, and I'm going to shape these out. We're going to start to put these in first. So let's put one kind of going out this way. Oh my God, it's so dramatic already. I love this greenery. And I can make it kind of work around the shape of the container. So let's go to the right and let's go to the left. We'll put a little of each side in. Maybe this one will come up a little bit more beside her body. So here's what we got so far. Let's go a little bit more forward. And I'm going to keep dipping these things in the glue. But I'm going to put my glue down here on my stool so you can kind of see what we're doing. All right, let's bring that forward. Oh, that's so pretty. Okay. Let's bring this down. A little bit more forward, but you can take and break the plane of the container with that. And that means kind of bend it over the edge. All right, let's put a little bit more, maybe coming a little bit more to the back here, right this way. It's tucked behind. And then I want to give her one tall dramatic piece up behind her. So this is a little bit too big, so we'll take a little bit off. And that way we'll have it just perfect size for behind her. Hold on to those 2 pieces. We're going to use those in a minute. But I'm going to use this up behind. Oh yes, that's when you get that wispy, fun, what I call the boho look. And I like to mix that in for different seasons too. So it's fun to play with this spring here with our arrangement we're making. Look at, okay. Oh yeah, now isn't that the perfect color green? I mean, that is the perfect color green. Looking amazing so far. All right, now we want to use our main floral heads. And they come with a very muted green. So let's take a look and see if we like, I think we're going to like it in there. I wasn't sure if we would keep these greenery or not, but I think I like it. So the main floral heads are going to go in close to her body. So take and push the greenery up on each stem and get this up towards the top of the heads. So I like it that way. It makes you have a neater, more defined design. And we're going to be using all this nice and clustered, so we don't need it. We don't need these stems long. We don't need that greenery long. So cut these all to kind of get them off the bush. All right, awesome. You guys, if you haven't gotten on our text list yet, you need to. Go to textkelea.com to sign up, TEXTKELEA, or you can just text us right now on your phone, 832-734-5201, and you can totally send us a text And if you send VIP, we'll let you know when we're live making more videos like this, sharing our content when we have new videos posted to all the social medias. You won't miss a thing. All right, we want these beautiful flowers to be tight to her body. So I've got a couple of I got a cream and I've got a pink. Let's put a smaller cream next to it. Push those leaves up and we'll go right beside it. So I'm creating my own little clusters of the peonies. So she looks like she's in a little, oh my God, so cute already. She's in like a little forest of beautiful flowers. Let's take a little touch of this greenery that comes on that bush and let me just pop that between them. All right, just start filling this in. That's precious. All right, she's looking good. Now let's work on this other side here. I'm going to turn her a little for you. All right, I'm going to use this bigger piece close to her body, and we're using this to fill in all of this empty space in the container. Okay, we don't need to spend extra money on filling that in right now with moss or anything. We can do that at the end. Okay, well that's pretty. Let's put a little cream in between those. I got this little cream, that's like a little hydrangea-ish spray. We'll put that in between. So this is very tight with florals all around. So we're going to rotate it over, and we got a little spot back here behind her a little bit. And I'll put a cream one over there. And you want to get it into the foam. And let's put a little shorter one. How about the pink one? The coral. It's really not coral. It's more like mauve-y. Yes. Oh my gosh. So now she looks like she is happy in there. Filled in nice and tight. Now let's come around the back. There is a little bit of a space back here. We could put a couple of pieces. So we've got a little bit of greenery and one bloom left. So just keep spinning her around and filling it in. The main thing you want to think about is what colors are you putting together? And I love teaching that in design school, so you'll know what colors you want to use on your design to stay on trend. But we're right on the trend here with these. These are perfect. Let's turn this around. Let's look at the front. I want to show you how cute she is from the front. Oh, she's cute. We got a great flow going with, oh, it's just beautiful. All right, we've got one more little white piece, and I think that will look good over here to kind of stack it up. You can see how quickly a design comes together when you've got great supplies. You guys, the supply list for this project will be available for you on our website. You can text supply to 832-734-5201, and it's available on Keleas.com. Okay, now we're going to take this really cute seeded eucalyptus, and we're going to be tucking that all in around. So push this up. Make these nice and short but adorable pieces. Now I need to keep the stems a little long because our foam is down in the container a little bit further. So just take and cut them a little bit longer. And we'll trim these off. I love this muted color palette. I always think it's a lot of fun. Okay, and let's come in here. And we're going to cluster these kind of up together. So I'm not going to just put them everywhere. We're going to make little pretty clusters of this greenery that are kind of like they barely made it growing, shooting between the beautiful peonies. Let's put this one in here. I love that. Okay, beautiful on that one side. So let's do something like that on this side, kind of in the same area on the right side. So I really want to remind you guys, when you're designing, it's really not just about shoving everything in. Okay, there's a lot of thought process to where things are going, and there's some principles that you're using to set these designs up. Those are things I teach in design school, so you can learn by doing projects, step-by-step tutorials. Pretty soon you learn the techniques to make it faster, to make your design stand out from others. It is amazing how quickly you will learn the principles that you need. Oh my God, she's looking so good. She looks great, guys. I'm getting better at designing away from me. It's tricky at first. Now I'm going to give her a spin and take a look at her. Oh, she looks so pretty. Now, I really want some drama to be happening down here, okay? But we've already committed to the beautiful feathery leaves here. So let's use some of this. This is a seeded eucalyptus, and we're going to use it down on this side so it kind of spills out over the edge a little. So I have to turn it to me just a little bit, guys. I'm sorry. Oh, look at that. Let's do 2 or 3 pieces in there. This one's a little too long. I'm going to trim that one down. And we'll get that right in here. Oh, beautiful. And let's put one more there to make it nice and chunky. This one's really cute how it comes together. So I want to show you how pretty that border's looking here now. Look how cute that is. I'm going to put this in here too. And when you're making this, you're going to make it towards you. You don't take and you don't have to turn it on its side or make it away from yourself. I just do that because I'm teaching you how to do it. You're going to do it right in front of yourself. She has got an excellent flow. She's looking good. Now I've got a few pieces left that I'm going to take and really kind of make sure. Let me fix her cute little ears. I want to make sure that I can soften up in around her cluster of the peonies up by her body. And I can use this same seeded eucalyptus in there. So this is kind of like a little bitty berry type bush, and it just works really good in that section. So I'm going to tuck this in by her body, push it in a little shorter. I don't want it to cover up her face. And we'll get one more piece here. It's so stinking cute, y'all. So you can see why we really didn't need moss or anything inside the container, because by the time we were done, you were not going to see it at all. All right. Last touch, I'm going to put a little piece in right there. And I am dipping these in the glue skillet just off camera, so you don't get distracted by that. Look how pretty. Let me pull that out. She is so pretty. I've got 2 pieces left of the fern, and I am going to use that. I'm going to take and tear these to where I've got the thin little wire on there. And I'll cut this one. I'm going to use that to lengthen that line we created in the front. You may not realize it, but we created some lines when we were putting these in to start with, where we had beautiful movement. So this is functioning kind of like a pappus grass, but it's being done with a natural material, which this is all silk flowers, guys. It's not real, but it looks natural. So I'm going to take this one and make a little bit of a longer spray to come out and really lengthen this line. So when you find a line that you really like, and that's like a flow in your design that you really want to extend, you can do that. Just take and add a few more pieces to it. Oh, pretty. Holy camole. Now I'm going to make this one a little shorter, kind of coming in tighter, but I still need it to move and be going out like that. That's so pretty. Y'all, I hope you're ready to try something like this. This is Boho Easter inspired, and a centerpiece to welcome all your guests to your home this Easter, or just, you know what, if you're just making it for you and you're not even having a guest, good on you. Look how pretty she is. Is she adorable? I loved making this with you. Check the supply list on the website and you can make your own. Okay, Bloomerinos, I can't wait to see you in design school. See you next time. Make sure you are going over to wreatheteacher.com and sign up for design school, because you can learn to make things like this easy and step by step. Bye, everybody.